Welcome to Aftermath. I've spent the last day working on an improved version of the rulebook. I call it a reference guide. And there was a video about gaming the game with some cool chick that I followed through. Um, you start the game on E Street, and then you place these uh, um, tokens to scavenge or loot them. So what you can do is just follow the way they play, and that will give some insight in um, how to actually play the game. Um, As you can see, Aftermath is very easy to set up. It takes not much table space. This is my desk that I use for work. Normally I film in the attic, but we have a heat wave in the Netherlands because of the increase in economic activity. So uh, this will be a short video because otherwise my brain will shut down. The game actually starts with well, the basis of the game is this city grid, and based on the city grid, that's also not explained well in the official rules. You travel to a certain location, and only adjacent orthogonally adjacent locations, and this number is the page number. So for example, if you go to E Street, you go to page number 5, and that is how I set it up here. As you can probably not see, in the right bottom is written page 5. I also did some work on the insert. Insert is not perfect yet, that's just a work in progress. But what you want is to store the box and not damage the miniatures. So the only way to do that without destroying the box inlay is to have two layers, and the second layer is just cardboard. Sorry, that I protected with bubble wrap, as you can see. Cardboard and bubble wrap is not ideal. It's actually pretty hard, so the best way would be to have separate cells for each individual miniature. Miniatures are also not completed because I'm looking for the color teal in Vallejo. Also, I have to drill a hole in this dude's gun. Most people that I saw on the internet have drilled a hole in it. But the basic colors are there. So here for the cat, I need to make a separate insert to protect the cat, and then on top of the cat can go all these stupid tokens. Well, you can also do this, store it like this, but first of all, the ziplocks that came with the box are too large. Then yeah, well, I can explain the game, but the gaming the game girl does it better, although she makes a lot of mistakes. The reason I forgot the reason why this game was never expanded upon. The back page is very useful. It has rules quick reference, so you can easily see what you have to do and what you can do here, the player actions. But the setup is less than ideal, described, and where was it? There was a credits page somewhere. Defeated enemy, the campaign nest, discard. It's not here. Because it's simply too hot to play, and I also have other projects to work on. Here you can see the credits. Jerry Hawthorne is the game developer, so he's responsible for the cute art and basic game mechanics. So he did a good job. Illustrators, very good job. Jimmy Xia, Tragus and Beamer with pencil. Sculpture, also very good job. Chad Hoverter. The writers, Jerry Hawthorne and Mr. Bistro. I'm not sure if the writer means the game rulebook writers, but the story is well written, so Jerry can design games and he can write thematic fluff. Here is the editors, Jonathan Leo. That is a shit job. Lead playtester, also shit job. Then you can see who is responsible for playtesting. You can see, well, you can take it out like this. So there's a lot of vendors. So I guess Jerry is married to Ellie Van Dorp, which has a brother, Jeff Van Dorp, and there are also others. And Hawthorne also appears here. Morgan Van Dorp. So it's a whole family, and they are all very nice to Mr. Jerry Hawthorne. Far too nice. Otherwise, he would have produced a better usable rulebook. Let's see, Hawthorne. Owen Hawthorne, probably his brother. And they're here, Tony Sanchez and Wendy Sanchez. So what I deduce from this is they have a couple of close friends, and they all have in their best interest in mind a good relationship. So don't be critical of the rule book, and that is exactly what you don't need. You want blind play testing. Now this project was abandoned due to producer reasons, I think. So while the book alludes to expansions, where is it? Expanding the game. You should never do that in a rulebook. Rulebooks should be self-sufficient and not assume anything. And here he took a step into the future and it never materialized. So that's not what you want to do. Bladehead Games also has this stop sign that has become famous for legacy games. So first of all, Bladehead Games does not give a good instruction on their website at all, but they do give a nice thematic backstory. So it is worth looking into if you want to take get a taste of the artwork and the world that is behind the critters of Aftermath. However, it's not much help for learning to play the game. Yeah, what else is there to say? I'm going to show some of the work in progress after finishing up the box in the next video. Okay, bye for now.